What's up, beautiful Gemini friends? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup, with yet another love reading for you beautiful Geminis. What's up, guys? I hope this video finds you well. Gonna do a little more romance, love, relationships tarot here for you. As always, my general spiel, not every message in this video will be yours because these are collective general messages, right? It's up to you to come into this reading with an open heart and an open mind. I ask that, Gemini, you only take away the messages that resonate with you, that serve you in some capacity, that motivate you, that inspire you, illuminate you to something you didn't see before, or confirm something you needed or wanted to hear, right? I come at this with love and positivity. I ask that that is what you take away here today. If something feels strange or foreign, drop it like it's hot. Assume that energy or that message is going out to someone else. Please don't leave negativity in the comments. If it's not your message, you can move on and find another reader or check out another video, right? It will not always be your message. All right, enough of the rules. I got it. What else? What else do you need to know? Everything else about this video will be down in the description box below, including the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media channels. So funny. I'm using similar decks for every reading, and this card has come out in every single one. What the F is up with the buffalo spirit? It's everywhere. You know what it is? It's Taurus season. Something about that card I'm being told to say Tauruses. So maybe there's a Taurus in your life, Gemini, or that's a timestamp of something important is going to happen for you. You do have some very good cards coming out here. Anyway, completely lost track of what I was saying to you guys, but you know my general spiel. Check out the comment box below, my social media. If you want to book a reading, if you want to check out my website, all that is written down below for you. That's about it. A few more shuffles for Gemini, so I'm going to have to vamp because I need 4 more cards for Gemini love. Oh, if you don't currently have a person, this could represent someone coming in or someone you haven't met yet. And yeah, that's it. We're going to hop in. All right, guys. All right, so we're going to check in on your energy first. So bottom of your deck is the Star. Interesting. All right, so long-term wishes and dreams. You do have 8 of Cups coming up twice. So frequently, I frequently say this is a card of emotional bravery, needing to walk away from something, understanding that, well, that served you in the past in an emotional capacity and in a way that supported you and uplifted you, something that supported your dreams and wishes, it no longer does. There's a sense of lack or a sense of void in the emotions being felt here. So it is a card of bravery in that you're going off towards the unknown with the Star. The only thing guiding you is hope. Hope and faith that there is something greater out there. And FYI, sneak peek, there is. There's something much greater out there for you. So it's saying you're not going to settle. You're not going to settle for the person who treats you like shit. Some of you may be leaving behind a Scorpio, or if it's not that, it could indicate that you are transitioning into a new cycle, a new chapter in your life. A lot of you are just really focused on your money right now. You're focused on your home, your health, the health of the people around you, particularly your family. Yeah, you're trying to cultivate a lifestyle with more, I'm hearing integrity of your health. So maybe you guys are really focused on your health routine, eating good, exercising, dieting, all that, whatever that means to you. But a lot of you are very focused on your health and something about establishing healthier patterns in your daily life with longevity. All right. So there's something about, this is so funny, Gemini, a mating call. So I'm literally hearing like, what are those little tools hunters use when they're out in the woods and like, they just make the boo, like that sound. I'm so sorry, you guys. Maybe some of you are musicians and you play like the wind instruments. I don't know. Something about a mating call is coming through, particularly for like, something involving a Sagittarius, and that is your opposite pairing. So something about like the woodsman, the archer, the hunter, something about that is coming through. And this is so funny, Gemini. It's like you've caught their scent. I don't know if they wear a certain and it doesn't have to be a Sagittarius. In fact, it could be a Scorpio Sag cusper for some of you. Anyway, that's irrelevant for the most part, other than it might be a confirmation for one or two of you. I'm just getting like you pick up their scent and it's like all of a sudden everything is tingling. You're just like, is that my person? So that could even be on like a subconscious, like visceral level. If you've never met this person and, you know, whenever quarantine is lifted, right? I'm sort of reading without that lens of quarantine, but when you're with them or something, you pick up on their smell or something just kind of perks you up about their energy. And I don't know what that like the mating, like the calling of the mate thing is. Maybe it's just like a like silly metaphor for, you know, you guys calling each other, you messaging back and forth, but there's something that catches your attention. It could be a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sag. They are a key factor in the awakening of you recognizing that you weren't happy in either a past relationship or that you're looking for something greater in your relationship, there's something like kind of like magical about them. And so if this isn't someone that you're interested in romantically, I'm almost getting like your idol, or the person you're sort of, be careful with this message, the person you're sort of molding your life to look like or be similar to. It's you know, being an individual is very important, right? Not trying to be a carbon copy of anybody else's life story or life path, because ultimately, like, we have our own individual journey. So I only say that because I don't want you to get stuck in a headspace of comparing yourself to others. It's not so much about that, but there's someone in your life who you look up to, or it could even be like a celebrity or somebody in the public spotlight, and you're like, damn, they have it good. Like, I want my life to kind of incorporate things that they have. That's sort of what's like motivating you to go forward. And like, for most of you, it seems like you're trying to find your true love. Some of you are interested in a Pisces, or if you're not interested in one, there may be one coming into you that you haven't met yet, as well as possibly a Sagittarius. In your mind, you're still wrapping your head around the idea of trying to move on from something, but I don't think it's going to be the struggle that you're making it out to be. It could just be like a finalization of something that you need to make peace with, make a peace offering with, or the opposite, just decide to be like, okay, today's the day I'm done with that, looking forward. So then you have Temperance coming up in the heart space. So some of you have love for a Sagittarius. That is the card of Sagittarius. Something about alchemy, mixing up of the ingredients. This is kind of like a witchy card here, this Temperance. I'll show it to you. It's really cool looking. Some of you are pursuing a degree in nursing or being something in the medical field, a doctor, or even something like, sometimes with Temperance, I could see it as like culinary, mixing the ingredients. Again, not for everybody. You're turning your life around from someone who left a scar on your heart, the liar, cheater, thief, somebody who wasn't, you're transitioning out of a cycle from someone who took advantage of you, from someone who didn't treat you with love and kindness and respect. So your path for the last several months, I'm getting, has been very self-focused. With Temperance, it's the idea of the water from the cup passes one into the other, but it's all contained within this one angel's energy. So that is representing you. You've been very self-focused, but I think you're at the point where you're growing stronger and stronger each day, and some of you are starting to reach out to people in a more heartfelt way, in a more romantic way. You're getting in tune with your inner love, your inner light, and your sexuality. Good Lord, Gemini. Every time we get this for you. If it's not this one, it's the Nine of Swords. Every time. All right, so where are your thoughts holding you back? Because this is coming up in your action card, and it's not a great action card. It's literally the mental prison, right? There's something you want to move forward with, but your mind, your thoughts aren't allowing you to. So that could indicate two things. It could be that you're falling back on old patterns of behavior of wanting to reach out to the one who potentially did you dirty, the one who potentially wasn't faithful. Or it could be the opposite, that if you're in a state where you are doing quite well spiritually and considering romantic partnership or whatever, it could also indicate that there's a part of you that is a little bit scared or a little bit fearful to go and venture into this new cycle. Because again, you're going off of faith. I'm sort of getting like blind faith. You have to understand that leaving something or someone behind, you're going off hoping that there's something better out there for you. And again, there is, but there's a part of you that doesn't actually believe that. Or again, it's the opposite. There's a part of you that really doesn't want to sever ties with something from the past, even though it's coming up twice but it's emotionally void. It's null and void. There's no more sympathy. There's no more happiness. There's no more love there. So it's like your only option is to go forward, but some of my Geminis aren't understanding that or just not wanting to do it yet. And again, that's up to you. You hold the key to get out of the mental prison. It's all within your own power. You just have to be able to reconcile it internally. There's an Aries trying to set you free, and this could be your best friend. If you have a best friend who is an Aries, or a parent that is an Aries, or a spirit guide that is an Aries, they're trying to help unlock this mental prison, this sort of like trap that you've put yourself in. Again, something about a Sagittarius, about being like the trapping or the hunting of something. I think the Sagittarius is new. It feels very positive. So you have the Four of Pentacles, where this is a harsh message, Gemini. So anybody who's not ready for a harsh message, earmuffs. There's something about you are keeping yourself in a comfort zone because it doesn't require you to take any risks. but it's a false belief that you're in a comfort zone because you're really not that comfortable. You're really not feeling all the bells and whistles in a romantic relationship that you could. But it's like, well, at least I'm familiar. I know this spot. This is my territory. I know what to expect. But here's the thing with that. There's never any change. So if you are seeking new romantic partnership, you need to look at where in your life are you not flexible? Where in your life are you like, nope, this is it and I'm preserving it just the way it is? It could be your heart, right? And again, this could be subconscious. I'm not here to beat you up and make you feel shitty about anything. But with Four of Pentacles, that's sometimes the Miser card, you're holding back. You're being protective of your energy, but I'm getting it's actually time for you to move on. It's time for you to go elsewhere. Or if you are in a relationship and it's okay, you don't want to divorce or separate from this person, it's saying you guys need to go after like a new cup to like refresh the energy between you. It's like the cup is still, the water is still, it's growing mold, it's kind of funky. It's like you got to rinse the cup out and like rejuvenate the love, reconnect in some sort of passionate way. If you are with a Sagittarius and you're feeling very unhappy, this could also be acknowledging that they have wandering eyes as well. If you're already with one, right? And if you're watching this tarot video and you're like, I'm not happy, well, your person doesn't seem to be either. They seem to be looking elsewhere. All right, so coming up in your person's energy. Now, there could be multiple people involved here, but you can decide that. That's for you. So your person definitely is coming off as noticing you or being interested in you in Taurus season. It could also be a Taurus. I think this has to do with the person that the whole like metaphor of like the mating call or something about being hunted in the woods. Again, that's not like a creepy, weird message. It's something about there's a deadlock. Your guys' eyes meet, and I mean, maybe this is all on social media or a metaphor, but there's something about you guys lock eyes and it's, oh God, Gemini, don't shoot the messenger. I don't know if you're ready to hear this, but it feels like kind of love at first sight. I don't mean to at all be a hype man with the cards, but this is very interesting. Clarify Buffalo here for Gemini. Why is this coming up in their spread? Yeah, the key. Locked doors can be opened now. Okay, so just going to go back to that metaphor of the mental prison. You hold the key. You cannot choose to unlock yourself from these false beliefs or again, just the safety zone, the comfort zone. There's nothing wrong with that, but it feels like you guys have been here well past its expiration date. You need to start venturing out. And if you're not able to, it's funny, if you're having trouble opening up, specifically your heart chakra, you're going to lock eyes with someone where you're just like, oh, found it. Like you're ready to step out of the mental prison because you catch eyes for someone and it's like a deadlock. It's like these two can't look away from each other. There's something about you're both in tune with each other and there's like a fascination and it doesn't seem purely sexual. Like there is that part of it, the whole mating call kind of like, yeah, like there's sexual interest there, but it just feels like your souls understand one another. They're the missing key. They're the missing link that makes you realize you want to come out of some sort of old cycle where potentially you were holding yourself back, where you start to open up. Gemini, this is the cutest thing. So cute. This could even potentially be someone that you move in with in the future or someone like you exchange keys with. Even something about keys. I'm hearing piano keys. Something about this key, whether it's a literal key that unlocks the door, the key to your future, the key to your destiny. Again, the missing link in something, a piano key. This card is extremely significant for you, Gemini. Some of you may wear like a piece of jewelry that has like a little charm on it. It's a key or something like that. And if that's the case, this person may recognize that and comment on it or something like that. Yeah, this person is a key player in your life, whether it turns into be something romantic or not. This could easily be a best friend. For a lot of you, this might be romantic. And with the key, I sometimes think of the Hierophant or the High Priestess. So you might be dealing again with a Taurus or a Cancerian. Those are like, they are like the keeper of like the spiritual doors, if that makes sense, like our consciousness to like a higher spirit. So frequently those tarot cards are shown with keys, so that might be significant for some of you. All right, so then in your person's overall headspace, they're the Emperor. They're trying to keep their cool, but I just heard they're sweating. It's not out of stress, it's just they perspire when they're with you. You make them kind of hot, Gemini. You? Damn. All right, what can we throw on that? This person may have a very well-paying job. They could be quite wealthy or quite affluent. They're the king of the castle. They could be like the sole breadwinner. They may be supporting multiple people in their family. They could own like a business that is run out of their home or something about a family business. I'm getting something about like the oldest son or the youngest son in maybe a family of brothers. I'm not sure why that's coming through. It's very masculine energy. Not to say that it couldn't be a female, but even if it is a female that is coming up in your person section, they do have quite masculine traits. They're much more aggressive than passive, if that makes sense. But there's something that, again, has stopped this person in their tracks. So especially if you're dealing with an Aries, and it might be an Aries, there's something about anything in their life, they see it as a challenge that must be attained or obtained. Anyway, they go after it because they feel it, a fire sign, right? Again, might be a fire sign for a lot of you. Intuitively, they feel that little tingle. It's like, okay, I'm going to go after it. They feel that with you, but there's something that they're like, oh, you're a game changer for this person, where they may have, this person in the past was probably a little bit sexually promiscuous. If they were attracted to someone, they would just go after it, lock it down, and be like, yeah, like sort of a hit it and quit it type thing. And it's not that they were trying to be malicious, but in a sense, it did add to their ego. It made them feel good to be wanted and to know that the people they were attracted to would reciprocate on that. But there's something about they're treating you very preciously. They're not just gonna like tap it and leave. There's something about they want to woo you and romance you in just the right way, where it could, again, potentially they want you to become a part of their empire. And I take that to mean the life that they're building for themselves. I dropped one of your cards, so I'm gonna have to go get it. And it's awkward. Sorry, Gemini, give me a second. It fell on the floor. Okay, what card fell on the floor? That means it was important, by the way. The book. There, you guys are writing the history books in love. This could be an author or someone who's sorry for all the camera wobble. This could be someone who's read your work. If you're a writer or a poet or even like a painter or something about a tapestry, if this person would have had the opportunity to view your work or read your work, they admire you for it. They see great potential in it. This person too, if it's not you that's studying to be a doctor or a nurse or someone in the medical field, psychiatric professions or degrees about psychology, something about that, they like that about you. They think you're very quick with your thoughts and with your words, and you're very intelligent. It's like you guys speak the same language. Although as I'm saying that, and I think that still is true, you guys speak the same language, this person specifically may speak multiple languages, Gemini, and that could be something that you're very fascinated by, or you're like, oh, teach me how to say this or that. That's for one or two of you. So then coming up in their heart space, they have 10 of Cups. So Gemini, they really like you. Whenever I see rainbows, that's frequently indicative to me of the Temperance card. So again, possibly a Sagittarius, a lot of fire here. Possibly a Sagittarius. This is also a card of Pisces too. It's the fairy tale ending. It's the happily ever after card. It's long-term wishes coming true in a romantic arena in a way that's going to make your heart feel happy and loved and supported. But so then their action card, though, they're right there with you. We got to help you guys out of this. They have the 9 of Swords, too. So again, not a great action card. Both of these are Gemini cards. So the silver lining, you're coming up in your own reading. But they're kind of the more difficult things. It's our thoughts holding us back and then being almost, what is the proper term for it? Feeling like our thoughts are winning, our thoughts are ruling our ability to move on. Something has like kind of struck in the heart space. There is some pain, there's some anxiety, there's maybe some fear, there's still a few hurdles to get over regarding past relationships. Again, I'm being called to say Aries for a lot of you. This Aries will help dig you out of some sort of mental hole that you feel like you're still sort of floundering in, if that makes any sense. Let's throw something on that. Judgment. The name Gabriel or Gabrielle, Gabe, something like that might be important. Or Gage, 9 of Wands. Yeah, You both are down and out in luck, or it's not luck, it's down and out in love. You both have developed this complex of it never works out for me, so I may as well just stop trying. That is the wrong approach to this. You have a beautiful blessing trying to come into you, the both of you do. But and again, this is a harsh message, but I come at this with love and support, Gemini. There's a part of you that does wallow in a little bit of like pity or woe is me energy, and not all the time. On your rough days, on your bad days, you sink into sort of a state of depression because you feel like it's never your turn. Well, it's almost like your turn is up. They've called your name, they've called the number. Your spirit guides are asking you to step up into your highest vibration, because I'm almost getting the image of two assembly lines meeting and people are getting paired up and matched off together. And both you guys, it's like your turn. It's coming, and you guys are supposed to like collide. You guys are supposed to come into this like deadlock, right? Where you're looking at each other and you're fixated, but you're looking everywhere, every which way, but forward. You're looking in the past, you're looking beside you, like, and this is all in metaphor, but it's like, I'm just going to get like, wake up. You need to come into your power, because there's something that the universe is trying to offer, the blending of these cups. This card can be indicative of like your spirit guides, your spirit angels. Instead of constantly looking back over your shoulder, wondering what could have been, wondering about this Libra who broke your heart, whatever it is, it's saying you guys need to start looking forward and release the thoughts that aren't serving you, because they're binding you. They're keeping you really tight. They're keeping you in like a locked grip, and it's suffocating. It's not allowing you to breathe and seek new doors of spirituality, seek new possibilities. It's like the key to your heart, right? This person, I'm not saying they're going to fix you. It's not their responsibility to fix you or heal you. But if you at all relate to this message, there's a mutual understanding or a shared experience between the two of you where your paths in life and in love have been very similar. So they're a nice counterbalance. They're a beautiful blessing that is trying to come into you. But I think I've said this to a few other signs, that expression of like, if you're carrying around any sort of baggage, it's not to say you can't enter into a relationship with that, but it's like, find a partner who allows you or who wants to help you unpack, right? You can be yourself with this person. You can be vulnerable. You don't have to be ashamed or scared or fearful of all the things that happened in your past or things that transpired with an ex or this or that have kind of done some damage on you. There's a sense of just ease. You can let your hair down with this person because they too have experienced similar things, but both of you are presenting as like, aww, like, when will it be my turn? This feels like a scene out of a Disney movie where it's like each protagonist is just like, singing their little song to themselves on a stoop, just like, someday my prince will come. Well, your prince or princess or whoever you're waiting for, they're just a few doors down. Isn't that the name of a band? Just 3 doors down or something? Maybe that means something to someone. Anyway, romance angels, if you please. Let's see what we can get for Gemini, for romance angels. Ooh. Calling in your soulmate. Yeah, you are, Gemini. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Beautiful. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. And unrequited love. There is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So that may have to do with someone in your past, because I promise you this new match, it's a match made in heaven. The keys to heaven, you guys are in sync. Like earth energy is presenting here, right? The whole thing of like the sexual mating call and locking eyes and fixated, there is more than mutual attraction here. This is like, again, one for the history books. You guys could be your fairy tale ending, your soulmate, your 10 of cups. It's not going to come into your life as, hey, I love you, will you marry me? That's typically not how it works. All this mental baggage for one or both of you, it has to do with needing to let go of a relationship where it kind of fizzled out. There wasn't enough love to keep it up and running. That's one of the red flags. It's asking you to go within and ask, what is not working in this relationship? What am I holding on to that I can finally release once and for all? Are you ready to, right? Healing is a personal process. So if you're not ready, you're not ready, Gemini. There's nothing wrong with that. But these can indicate very severe issues in like your headspace. So make sure you're seeking help if you need that, right? All right, a few zodiac signs for my gems, for my Geminis. What wants to come out in this reading for Gemini? Okay. So Gemini, you might be dealing with another one. Could represent you. Aries, you had a lot of Aries in this spread. Virgo and Capricorn. All right, gems, that's what I got for you. Please like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below if any of this resonates. I will see you very soon for more tarot. And why the heck does Virgo keep showing up in your spread every time I read for you? Who's this Virgo? Tell me. I want to know. All right, see you guys later. Bye.